All right, guys, we are live tonight. If I can get over here to my other screen, should hopefully, I don't know what you're seeing. Let me see what you're seeing. I'll have you see me. I don't want to join the audio. Clong's the Clong. I used to work with a girl named Kelly Long, and back in the day, we shortened our logons at Stryker. And so I was like JBLA and she was KLONG. So it's just clong. The clock clonged. I'm going to start over. The clock bonged 7. So I know I'm right on time. And I'm coming to you tonight from the peanut butter cupboard. Mom says I'm up and showing you me. So you should see the kitchen in the background. Those of you that don't know, I have to open the cupboards and prop one of my mechanisms in the peanut butter cupboard. So that's why we're live from the peanut butter cupboard when we come up to Mom's house. So we are here tonight. I'm coming from Ludington, Michigan, where Mom lives. She had some eye surgery and just hanging out, making sure that things are going okay for her. And we have come up with a cool card tonight that I'm gonna make with you guys. It's not gonna take a real long time. Let's see what we got to share. I think my newsletter should have went out. I scheduled that yesterday, so that should have went out. I'm not going, oh no, I forgot my newsletter. I guess nothing. We've got bonus days with the spend $50 and earn a $5 coupon to use in August. No limit to how many of those coupons you could get, luckily, because I've made a couple orders, and so I'm glad that I could get coupons on them. I ordered I don't have it right here. I ordered the Iconic Christmas, thinking I had this great idea for my class at the end of July, and once I printed it out, I just went blank. So I've spent a little bit of time up here. I'm trying to design the cards for that class. So when it comes in the mail, it'll be much better off. But the mail has been my friend this week, and I'm not there. I got my new glasses. I got my card for my greenhouse greetings house, or not my card, my sign. I got another sign for the yard. So all this stuff is coming, and I'm just not there to get it. So I'm just like, ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna just turn the camera down and let's get started. I gotta be careful. I gotta find my silicone mat because I'm working on top of Mom's table. And I had it over here. It'll pop up. It'll rear its ugly head when I go to start gluing. So let me turn my camera down. Let's get over to here. So now we should be down. I think we got some sunshine coming in the window, I think, one of the windows. I don't know where. So I'll just try and be aware of this spot right here. So tonight we're going to use the Delicate Forest and its dies right here. Oh, I don't have my thing on to see if anybody's on. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna come over here. Oh, now I can see it. Dawn and Christy and Julie. Hey, guys. All right. So now that's good. I got that. Let me go back over to my screen. So we're gonna use this archway here from the Delicate Forest dies, and these are the Delicate Forest stamps. And then I needed some different sayings. So Mom had bought the Comforting Thoughts. And so she hauled that out, and I'm going to use that. Here's the card that I'm going to show you guys. And so I use the Cancer Sucks out of here, and then we're going to open it into a pop-up. We got to figure out these little greenery pieces here, and then we're going to stamp in there. So let me show you how we're going to make that. And let's see, let's get everything out of the way. And this is the glue that I brought you guys. I told you I needed to try it. And I accidentally didn't bring a smaller one. So I'm going to be throwing the advertisement of that one out there the whole time. I do like it. It gives me wiggle time. It doesn't dry as fast as the art glitter glue. but it's a little bit, it's a little bit like stickier. Like on my fingers, I feel it more like school glue would ball up on my fingers. I feel a lot of glue left over, but I like it a lot and I may stick with that. I'm just still getting used to it. So I found my silicone and mom brought me one. So here we go. Let me get my little notes out. So we are going to start, hopefully you guys, I'm on the extender part of the counter. So you're going to see me in every which way tonight, coming around my, cord, my camera stand. So we are going to come in with our base is going to be a 5.5 by 8.5 basic white. And then we're not going to do anything with it yet. We're just going to leave it. I'm going to set that aside as a matter of fact for half a second. Then let's see, do we want to do I'm going to build the outside, but we're not going to glue it on. Okay, let's do that. So our outside, we want, oops, I just took it apart. We want a 4" by 5.25" layer, and I'm using Night of Navy because that happens to be some of the paper that I brought up here with me. I'm borrowing mom's Birch folder because I wanted a big one that I could run through Hinge first. But you can use any folder that you want. We just want to emboss. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. We just want to emboss like 1 inch of the edge. So I just stuck it in the bottom of the embossing folder, closed her down where I wanted it, and then I ran the embossing folder through. And we got a little bit of embossing going there. And so this is the folder. It's the Birch Wood 3D embossing folder. They're huge. They're as big as your whole plate. And I borrowed this one from mom. So, you know, when you're using other people's stuff, you got to be way more careful than when you use your own stuff. And if anybody hears the wind chimes in the background, whatever tune it might be playing, whichever tune the Facebook thinks that it's hearing, I do not own the rights to that magical sound. It's just happening with nature. So that should not throw me into any kind of issues with that little disclaimer. So I've ran that through the embossing folder, just got the tip. Then I have a 3 by 5" white, and I just put a new blade on. I was just telling them I just put a new blade on, but boy, I'm getting all kinds of flinklets. But you could also run this through a die and give it a little bit of pizzazz around, you know, around the edges and stuff. But this is a 3 by 5 basic white. Then I told mom I started out with a whole different thought in my head of how this card was going to go. So I grabbed a sheet that I had, this little strip from the Meandering Meadows designer series paper that I was looking for some that I had. I'm getting down of limited of what papers I have. So I had 2 pieces. This one, I grabbed it. This is 1 7/8 by, let me look. Oh, no, it's 1 3/4 by 5. And then we're just going to glue that on just about in the center. I'm going to go ahead. I'll glue that on. Here. Mom, you can be my little moderator. If you see anybody has any questions or anything, you can let me know. So if I need to answer. I always want Reedy to do that for me, but. So I'm just going to glue that on flat right there. Then I'm going to take Night of Navy ink, and I'm just going to use this Cancer Sucks out of here. And I didn't bring any blocks, so I just grabbing this one of Mom's. She had on her little station over here. And we're just gonna pop that. I don't look like I'm zoomed down very far tonight. Sorry, guys. I hope you can still see all right. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Just cancer sucks right across the side. You know, we don't have a whole lot of horizontal stamps, so we make do with what we got. Put a little glue on that, and then I'm just gonna glue that right. The goal is to have our border around the edge and then the embossing up to the right hand edge. That's my train of thought. All right, so we got that portion done, and then we need a couple trees. So I already did one. So I'm just going to take the tree from in the set, stamp it down, and since my block's not long enough, we'll just stick the trunk down with our little finger. And then we're going to just fussy cut that out. So I already did one, just sake of time. We'll cut this one out. There's no die in the set for the trees, but there's kind of dies for everything else. Probably, and then some. I didn't really look at all exactly what it cuts out, but oops. Once I lose my groover, I run out of scissor tip and I gotta realign it. It gets to be a... Hear that beautiful sound? We got a nice breeze going. We've had the doors open all day. It's been beautiful here. Didn't get hot in the house or anything, and it's actually with the doors open coming. Mom lives three blocks, 4 blocks. Well, if you go straight across, she's probably about 3 blocks from Lake Michigan. But if you want to go to the beach, you got to walk down about 4 blocks, maybe 5 blocks. I don't know, to get to the big public beach. But just a beautiful breeze are whipping across here today. And I've been chilly, so I've had a sweatshirt on all day, but I took it off just before I got on. So I'm going to put some glue along the stem, and then I'm going to pop up the trees. I just want the treetop part sticking up. So I'll go ahead and put that on the treetops. Oh, Vesta's got her grandbabies over. She's gonna watch us later. I don't know what else going on. Julie's gonna watch us on a different device. Could be the device I'm on tonight causing some issues if you can't see very well. And then I'm just gonna cut a smidge off that because I didn't put that guy up high enough. So I'm gonna cut a smidge off of this base, tree base, put my glue on it. Then I'm gonna put this dimensional over on the left because I really want these trees to stand out. So this dimensional will pop up on this tree that's already popped up a little bit. So I'm just going to stick that over there. And hopefully that'll give it even a little bit more height. So this is our front. I'm going to set that aside and we'll go to our inside. So I'm going to build our inside first. So I've got a 5 1/4 by 8 1/4 inch Night of Navy. I'm bringing my trimmer. We want to score this at 2 inches on both sides. Am I on still? So I'm gonna go 2 inches over here. And then I'm just gonna turn it around and go 2 inches over here. So we've got 2 inches on each side. And then now this space between here, we're going to take our archway die. Ooh, archway, that reminds me of archway cookies. Yum. I think they're out of Grand Rapids. I remember, oh, that might have been Keebler Factory when I lived in Grand Rapids and I had to drive to one of my jobs. I had to go by there was a bread factory and it was Keebler cookies. Oh, it smelled so good. So we're gonna lay our die down in this space between our score marks. And we're gonna run that through the Stamp Cut and Emboss. And then when we're done, we have this. And you'll see these do not all cut out. Some of these are just, I guess they're there for you to like poke up. They only cut partially out. So they're, I don't, oh, that one I missed. And then that one sticks up. So they're there to stick up, give a little more dimension. So now we have this piece done, right? So now I'm going to bring my white back in. And then this piece is going to lay on top of here. Oops, I got one more step to do, but I'll show you here. So this piece is going to lay on top. So this is going to help me know where my center is. If you're using this idea, but maybe a different cutout here or something, you may want to be precise and get your ruler out, find your center and know that bam, right there is where you need to work with all whatever you're putting inside. But me and my eyeballs are just going to set that down. And then we're going to pull in our stamp that says, thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. And we're going to ink that up in our Night of Navy. I got to try and get this tree off from here so that I can see where I'm stamping. We're going to stamp that in Night of Navy. And like I said, I'm just eyeballing. Here's about where my layer is going to go. So I'm going to come up best I can see. Hovering is about right there. And then I did put this little Toozy tree. Tripping hazard. Put this little Toozy tree down in the bottom. Little grove of trees. I'm just going to put that down here. Oops, I just double. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. I stamped that down, picked it up, put it down again. So I'm a little lucky there. And then that's all of our stamping, I believe. I'm going to close this up. All right. So now we've got this. Then I have another piece of paper that is 5 1/4 by 4, and I cut out a second one. And we're going to flip this over, flip our big one over, and put these wrong sides together. If that makes sense. So this is the front, the top, this is the back part, and then this is the back. So we're going to just put some glue on it. Not too much because you don't really actually know where they're going to overlap. So don't go too crazy with the glue. And then just lay this one down over the top. Kind of just line up the bottom. See, and some of that glue I put on didn't touch a thing. So you don't have to go too crazy. Just make sure that you got it sticking on there. Can't see my, looks like I might be a little high there. Let's stick that. I don't know if that's on there. Is that on? you want it to go obviously also between your two score lines, and that one, sorry, was way. I'm gonna blame it on the sun because I'm squinting over here. Let's try it again. Here's my score line. You want it to make sure that you're between your score lines and so when you flip it over, see you've got like double thickness of all of the branches and stuff, so it just makes it a little nicer, a little fuller. I'm gonna keep that there. All right, then we've got our two panels over here. And for these panels, I went to our trusty Thoughtful Journey, beautiful paper pack, and I cut out two pieces that are, holy cow, way too big. Nope, that's because that's the scrap pile. I got two pieces over here that are 5 1/8 by 1 7/8. And I'm just going to glue those into this spot over here. So let's put some glue on them. I'm gonna come over sideways so I can see what I'm doing. No, that's good. I don't know if why there's nothing like there's no glare coming in, but my eyes think that there's a glare somewhere. Probably because I'm not used to filming in natural light like this. I'm a basement dweller. And then we're going to put this on the other side. Hopefully, can you still see? Yeah. Okay, so now we've glued the two side panels on. I'm going to go ahead and fold those down. Like so. And then we can bring in our main panel again. And we need to score this. Oh, sorry guys. Oh. We need to score this at 4 1/4. And then we're gonna, bless you, we're gonna glue this down right over this like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue one of these side panels. And I'm gonna lay it down on there. Kind of line up the other side, make sure it looks good. And so now you can either like fold this over and glue it and lay it back down, or you can fold it up, but I'm gonna glue it down like this for right now because I haven't folded my center yet. So we'll glue that down right there. And then this is going to pop out. So yeah, I should have folded it first, shouldn't I? We're going to fold that over at our score line there. Let's give this one a little fold too. And then it should, like this, it should fold up on our outer score line. And give us our fold where we need it on the inside. And now you'll have these little guys. So let's just try and see if we can glue them down to something. Give them a hot second to kind of glue down, and That way they won't stick out when you fold it. Gotta get them to fold up when we fold it again. Okay. So now there's our inside, and then now we just got to come back and glue on our outside. And as you know, with all of our pretty papers that we have, you can come up with a bajillion and one different variations of this card, from just changing up the paper and the embossing folder and your words, and you got a birthday card. And okay. Again, we got our little nubbins sticking out. You'll want to fiddle with yours and get them to go around, but that's our card, guys. Oops, am I out of my camera range? There we are. So there's our front. Then we're going to open it to this. You can write in there, or before you glue it all together, possibly. You can write on the back. But that's our card for tonight. The what? So that's the inside. And there's the outside. If you have any questions, obviously, pop them in the comments, message me, whatever. But it's a pretty straightforward, I'm going to call it easy card to make. It didn't take long. Longest part was picking out my papers. So I think that's it, you guys. I will see you again next week. Don't forget to get those orders in and earn those $5 off coupons. Nothing better than spending money to save money, you know. I will be back later. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Your comments. Thank you for sharing. And I was told you need to leave at least 5-word comments. So every time you see my post, give me a 5-word comment. And that, I guess, will help me grow leaps and bounds too. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great Wednesday nights, the rest of your week, and the weekend. I'll see you right back here next week. Oh, not here in the peanut butter cupboard here, but here on Green Thumb Stampers Facebook page. Bye, guys.